So, what we'll need to do is go ahead and make some duplicates. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab actually it's gonna be just the shoulder control, or shoulder joint. I'm gonna hit duplicate twice. I'm gonna do one, move it back to about here, and we'll do another one, move it further back, okay? So one of these is gonna be our skinning joints, another one is gonna be our IK joints, and another one is gonna be our FK joints. The FK and the IK are going to drive the skinning joints. So this is similar to kind of our ribbon, where we have those control joints that are driving the ribbon, that the follicle joints are following. Does that make sense? Okay, so when you do your skinning, these joints are gonna be the ones that actually drive the actual mesh. Neither of these two do at all. Make sense? Okay. Corey, are you with me?
Yeah. So the original's the one that gets skipped, and the other two are just for setting up the ICANN, okay?
Yep. So let's go ahead and do something that's gonna make it a little bit easier for us to remember. So I'm gonna go under Modify, Search and Replace Names, and where it says left, I'm gonna replace with left skinning. Okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and hit replace. And so now this says left skinning shoulder joint. Left skinning elbow. Left skinning wrist. Alright. This one right here, I'm gonna do the same thing again. But instead of skinning, what should I say?
Okay.
Let's do it. Left.
Does it matter which one is IK or ICANN?
No. But what I would say is keep it the same on either side, just so you don't get messed up, okay? It's not really gonna matter in the long term which one's which. It's just mainly for you to keep that straight in your head. So that one's gonna be FK. And we'll do the same thing again. Okay. Okay. Does anyone want to make like a Gerald Grievous joke?
I definitely thought about it.
Okay. So what we're gonna need to do is actually go and clean up these joint chains a little bit, because we don't actually need all of these joints for the IK and the FK. Okay, like the finger joints, those are purely just for the skinning system, since these fingers are gonna go between the FK and the IKs. Okay, so they can move around and do whatever they need to, but they don't need to go between an FK and an IK system. They're all just gonna be FK controlled fingers. So they're gonna have their own little FK controllers. Okay, so what we can do is go ahead, grab each one of these, delete them, and just simplify this whole process for us, because we really do not need these. You can get rid of the null joints if you wanted to. I'm actually going to keep them on here so that when we are rotating the wrists, we can actually see what direction the wrists are rotating to. Just make it a little bit easier for us, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead and put in our orientation constraints. So we're going to have our parents. We're going to have a mother, a father, and a child. So the mommy, the daddy, and then the child is going to be the skinning. Good? Try to make sure you're selecting these in the same order every single time, so that they appear in the orient constraint the same every single time. Okay? Because if you go through and let's select one of these, then the other one, and then this one, then it's going to appear like FK, IK, and then the next time it's going to be IK, FK. So when you're doing your set-driven keys, you want to make sure you do that so you don't like screw it up. I'm going to go mom, dad, child. And we're going to do constrain, orient, maintain offset turned on, and click add. Mom, dad, child, hit G, mom, dad, child, hit G. Okay. So now if we go ahead and click on the child joint, you'll see that we have a orient constraint with left IK, left FK, same thing here, another orient constraint, IK, FK, orient constraint, IK, FK. So what's gonna happen is, when I rotate one of these joints, you'll see that it rotates the child, but is it moving at exactly the same rotation? No, what is it?
It's because it's also following the other joints.
Exactly, it's listening to mom and dad at the same time. So what we need to do is to basically have a controller that'll say, I want you to only listen to mom. I want you to only listen to dad under certain parameters. So that's where our switch is gonna come in. Make sense? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this parent, hold down V as in Victor, snap him back over the child, take this one, snap it back over the child at this point. So now we basically got 3 different joint chains sitting on top of each other for the arms.
They go from mom, dad, and then child.
So what?
So you snap them back from mom, dad, and then child.
Yeah, the mom and the dad are both over the child. Let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. Any questions so far?
Did you orient constraint on the shoulder and the elbow, or just the shoulder?
Shoulder, elbow, wrist. So all 3 of them. Actually, if you look right here, it says it. So we have a wrist, elbow, and shoulder, all of which have a orient constraint. I'm gonna open up my Rig 101. We're gonna go and start making some controllers. And